Hmm. Wait, wait, sorry. You said how long it was?
I think this call will really only be around like 30 minutes. I don't think this one's going to be an hour. We'll see how much I
Oh,
talk.
okay.
Okay.
Okay. If I can't do it, then I'll just watch the replay because I have to leave like around 7:30ish.
Okay. Yeah, perfect. Cool. Well, let's dive in. So just a reminder, I'm doing the giveaway. So for those of you who are watching the replay as well, make sure to share this on your story. And obviously you'll be entered to win a $50 gift card. Okay, cool. So call 5, we're actually going to talk about DM conversations.
Oh, I'm actually doing that right now.
Beautiful. Then this literally like worked out perfectly. So the number one tip is to nurture. And that means do not pitch yourself. I think it's so important just through who you are and how you nurture, you're going to actually attract people to want to work with you. It's kind of like when you think of a relationship, right? and
Mhm.
and people are just getting started in a relationship and they start to date and you have a boy and a girl and the girl is really into the guy, right? As the girl's like really starting to fall for the guy, what usually happens, the guy starts to pull away because she's putting this pressure of like, oh, I'm really into you, I really like you, right? And so he starts to pull away. It's the same thing when it comes to sales. When you're pressuring people or like really wanting them to sign up for your program, right? The nurturing aspect kind of goes away and the pressure to feel like they have to work with you shows up. And so you actually kind of ruin a relationship when you pitch or try to sell yourself to others who don't know you. Okay. So it's really important to just nurture. And I'm going to give you a beautiful example. I'm literally in the DMs with someone right now on Facebook. I just sent her a message. And the way that I always nurture is I actually invite them to like talk things out with me or hop on a call. And I actually recently, I've just had a lot of time in my day. So I've been doing some calls with people. And usually I keep them to like 15, 20 minutes, but it is the most beautiful, perfect type of just like, doesn't even have to be a discovery call, but rather it's like more of like a tell me what's going on. Even like I've talked to people a little bit in the DMs and we just like have a voice note conversation. Okay. So I'm going to show you this. She literally just responded, which is even funnier. So she posted in Grow Into a CEO a little while back and was asking something about like a business LLC. Okay. When do you get your LLC and business loans? I have a shop and it's only at 50 sales, so I'm just being curious. So I messaged, and this was 5 days ago. So what I did is I added her to the people that I chat with, and I'm literally gonna put followed up. So I followed up and offered a call, and I'm going to show you guys what that combo looked like. This literally just happened. So I said, hey, I just wanted to follow up, see if you got your LLC or business loans. I usually say maybe once you're making like 2K per month, then I would get it. She's like, yeah, I'm nowhere near that. I'll wait it out. I don't even have an LLC. I was like, most def. Good luck. You got this. Let me know if you have questions. And she was like, I really want my business to grow because I've always wanted to have my own counseling business. But I feel like if I fail at this, then there's no point in starting a counseling business. So this nurtured, I sent her a voice note. Let's see if you guys can hear it. I don't know. Personally, to me, also, can you hear that? I hope it's okay if I send you this voice note. I feel like a counseling business is so different than trying to sell Etsy products, right? Because a counseling business is a service and a coaching business is a service. And Etsy products are like products, you know what I mean? And you get to build a brand and create your service around who you are and attract people like that. As a coach or a counselor, and you're doing and building a brand around a product on Etsy. So if your real dream is to do counseling, I'd actually lean into that. So just like a small piece of advice, just to provoke a thought. And she said, wow, I didn't think about it like that. I'm in school now to get my master's in counseling, but I'm still researching on how to get started, so I'm prepared. But you're right. Having a shop on Etsy is completely different than a counseling business. And I said, yes, if you ever want to hop on a call or chat, let me know. And she said, thank you for your advice. You guys bet your butt in a week from now, guess what I'm going to do? DM her. Hey, I just wanted to let you know that I have a free guide on launching stuff. Maybe I'll even say something like, hey, like, I don't even have to pitch my services. I could say, hey, like, do you have an Instagram? You might find some motivation if you follow me, because obviously I do coaching, right? So I'm not even going to like this message because I want to show her that I'm completely detached from needing her in my world. Okay. And so I know it sounds silly, and sometimes I like laugh because in the DMs kind of feels like a game, but it's like I'm giving her the energy that she's giving me. And her energy isn't like, yay, heart, smiley face, compared to Jasmine when we first started chatting. There's a lot of, oh my gosh, you're so cool. I love you, blah, 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 right? And so it's like this different energy here, and I'm matching her energy. Okay. So I'm staying in this neutral matched energy. That's really important to recognize and see if that's something you do when you're in the DMs on Facebook or even in Instagram. I mean, this can be with both. Okay. Another thing is when someone is weird about an opt-in, just share the guide. So yeah, I need to match people. Yeah, literally, matching energies is so big. It's like it's practically like, as I said, when you first step into a relationship and you first get into a relationship, and the girl is like too into the guy, it pushes the guy away, right? So even that as well. So what was this girl's name? Sam Will. Okay, this girl. So funny. Okay. So okay, so she commented on a post for a free guide or something in my group and was like, hey, do I have to give you my email? Do I have to complete the opt-in form? Can you just email it to me? So I was like, yeah, absolutely. So I sent her this message and I sent it to her through, oh no, she said, I don't want to give you my email. Can you just send it through the DM? So I did. It was my content guide. She said, thanks. Then she asked a question on another post and was like, hey, like, what does this mean? Like, what do you mean referrals get money? So I like DM'd her to like start. So instead of responding to her question on the post, I actually DM'd her the answer. The reason why I did that was because literally in Grow Into a CEO, you could literally see on the featured page, it answers that question. So instead of just like bringing her to that or like repeating myself, I was like, you know what, I'm going to make this more personalized. So sometimes it's even important to like make things more personalized for your group. So that's another thing. So she was pretty resistant. Like, obviously, she sent like 2 messages. And so I just kind of like, yeah, I just kind of like sent it over and I left her alone. Okay. That's all she wanted. This is someone who I genuinely wouldn't want as a client because of the resistance. If she messages me or reaches out to me, that would be great. But I see a lot of unwillingness in this person, a lot of unwillingness, and I don't want a client like that. Right? So what's the point of putting the effort and energy into her? So that's really important to recognize, you guys, as well, like looking and reading into their messages. Okay. If someone's saying they already have a coach, remind them it's okay. Like, and you're human and you just genuinely want to connect. So I've had a lot of people be like, I don't even want to chat with you. I'm like already working with a coach. And it's like, slow down, like relax. I understand. And I'm not looking to sell you. I'm just looking to see like if we could just be humans, right? And connect, right? And this is the beauty of like people will feel that if that is your genuine energy. If you actually want to sell them, they're also going to feel that. You know what I mean? So I think it's really important that when you're talking to people and chatting with people, that you actually just come off as if they like treat them as if it's like a first date. when you can treat them as if it's like a first date and you're just trying to get to know them, obviously you're not going to propose. Okay. Also starting combos through resonation and relation. So like if they like a post or seem interested, ask them if they want a freebie. So I recently had a post on Facebook. On my profile. Don't think it's this one. Okay. This girl, Melissa. I literally have no idea who she is, but we're friends. So that's cool. So she liked my post. It looks like she's some sort of coach. So right after she okay, I help coaches get new clients. So right after she liked my post, I actually invited her to my Facebook group. I don't know if she accepted it, but it's even just like those things. I could have also messaged her and said, "Hey, like I saw that you liked my post. Like, do you resonate with autopiloting the basic fundamentals versus being intentional?" Right? That's something that I could message her about. Let's see. Okay. I don't know who these people are, but they like my post. This girl, so she follows me. Maybe I'll add her as a friend. I don't know, like, okay, ads for entrepreneurs. Okay. So she's probably all about building ads. So I'm not really interested in working with her. Okay. She's like not ideal for me. But sometimes I have people who are ideal that follow me and I'm like, oh, okay, this is someone I can message. Okay. So even little things like that. When you post an offer too, and people like it, you can even say to them, hey, I saw you liked my business blueprint workshop. Like just wondering like what your thoughts are on it. Okay. Yeah. Even here, I'm pretty sure I like messaged him a little bit about the post. Like, thanks for liking my post. Like, how's everything going? And look, we even had a long conversation around it too. Okay. So, oops, I don't know how that happened, but yeah. Cool. Get the gist? Sweet. Okay, so I just wanted to give you more of an example. Sometimes people will, as I said, kind of like the post, but like they don't say anything. So I usually just message, hey, did you still want my free ebook? Here it is. And then it's so important to follow up with them too, which I'll show you. Even here, like this is just me talking to someone and sharing resources. Guys, honestly, I think it is so important to share as much value as you can with new people because it really like warms them up, and also value and freebies only get them so far, right? A coach is important because a coach is literally going to help you get to the next step, the next level, right? We get that. So those things as well. And you can also say like, I matched her energy. Yes, it was a great worksheet. You're welcome. Are you interested in my Facebook group? I have some other freebies in there. I'm not. So of course I invited her. Great way to go about it. Even people who are like liking my Arden's advice. Okay, so every week I do on like a Friday or Saturday a shareable Arden's advice quote recently, and this person like liked it, and I was like, hey, wanted to see if you're a part of my group, blah blah blah. Yeah, and so that's like what they asked, and I shared that with them. Okay. So even pitching other things to them when they like your posts. If they don't like your post, then you're not going to be messaging them about those things. So only when it comes to pitching, I guess it's kind of like the point of it. The only way you're going to pitch yourself is when you see someone show interest in what you have to offer. If he never liked my post, I would never send a message like this. All right. Does that make sense?
Oh,
Okay.
hi. I have a few people, maybe they're like, okay, um, family friends who have liked my post, and I know in the past or now still there's interested in losing weight, but there are a few people who like my stuff, and then and they're and maybe they do need to lose weight, and so when I talk to them, it's like, oh, I'm just giving you support.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think like that is a great way to say it as well. Yeah. You can even like comment like just what you know. You can say, oh, like if they're like, oh, guys, I'm looking to lose like 15 pounds, you can say like something that's really helped me with my weight loss journey is, you know, X around like tracking my macros, right? And that's all you need to comment. Yeah. You can even start a DM around it. So the other thing is like following up. So I actually have a specific like follow-up form. I'm going to share this with you guys. If it loads. Okay. So you should be able to like make a copy of it. Or maybe it's, I don't know, whatever. Just make sure to make a, editors. Yeah. Viewers and commenters have the option to download, print, and copy. So you should be able to hit file and then make a copy and delete mine. Okay. So I literally just write like what the follow. So Sam, obviously very resistant. This girl, Hannah, she got the space in between, right? There's no answer here. This girl I could probably follow up with. This girl, we had a great conversation. This girl, I followed up and I offered her a call. So that was the LLC girl that I just showed you guys. And I'll probably follow up again in a few weeks. So I just come back to these people. I'd say like these are like my like really good conversations that I've had over the last like couple weeks. Okay. So that's kind of what that looks like as well. To really keep track of who to talk to and what's going on in your Facebook world. Okay. You can even say like if you invited them to the Facebook group, you can write invited to Facebook group. Okay. What was it? Oh, yes. And then with Kajabi, also, I'm so excited. I like reinstalled Zoom and I feel like everything has been so much faster now, which is so beautiful. Am I jinxing myself? No. Okay, good. So what I also do is actually look and see who like opted in to my opt-in forms. Okay, so recently I just did a launching offers freebie form. So I'm gonna I can see who opted into these forms. Okay, like I think she just recently followed me on Instagram. Oh wait, actually, I think she just joined my Facebook group, which is really cool. I'll have to look her up. Okay, but I can literally see like this is me testing it myself, lol. Right, so I can see who's opted into my forms before. Okay, and then based off of that, I'll like either potentially DM them and say like, hey, I saw you opted into my launching offers form. Like, are you interested in potentially doing launching irresistible offers in October? Like things like that. Even here, like I have one that asks a ton of questions. So it's like, all right, name, email, where are you at in your business, right? Like when they opted in. So I can even see this as well. And I can see based off of where they are at in their business, like how I can support them. All right. So even just like little things like this as well. Right. How do I go back? I'm just going to come back to oh, here it is. Hold on. Okay. Following up, like literally asking, how did you like it? Is there anything you want to see more of? This is like really big question that I ask a lot in my world. And because of this question, like people have really been able to support me with feedback that has helped my programs. So I think it's so important to always ask, like, what more did you want to see of? What did you want? Like, what was the next step? Right. So she even said, like, you know, a better term say that they'd be, you know, I feel like I went through the same thing. She kind of just resonated. And so some conversations that you can have, and I kind of already went over this as well, but like instead of posting on their wall happy birthday, you can message them happy birthday if it's their birthday. That would be a great combo starter. What are you doing this weekend? Any birthday plans, celebrations? You can reply and send a private message about them on a post to them about it instead of like replying on a post, or do both. You can send voice notes on Facebook. That is much more personable. And sharing gifts with people, I think, is a lot of fun. Here's an example of some conversation starters as well. Like you could literally say to someone, like, what do you think is the most valuable thing about my Facebook group? Right? So not just asking in the Facebook group, but asking in the DMs. So if you haven't already, start to have some DM conversations with the people in your Facebook group, start to share some freebies outside of your group, and start to like respond to people, like posting things and like responding in DM conversations. So that could even look like saying like, hey, I have a freebie, and then people comment and say, oh, me, like I'm interested, and you say, okay, I DM'd you the link to download it. Oh, okay, I sent it your way, right? So just little things like that. The other reason why I don't always just DM it to them too is because I have random people sometimes who will like opt in if they see the form thinking like I don't, they don't want to post. It's like the lurkers, you know what I mean? So that's really important too. So I do a little bit mix of both. Okay. Cool. So what I also want you to do, guys, for the homework is just really start to think about questions you have on Facebook, little things that you might be struggling with, and like starting to ask yourself, like, why am I struggling? What am I struggling with? What do I need support on? Because our next call is going to be right after the 4th of July. It's on the 6th of July. So it's not next Tuesday, it's next Thursday. And that is going to be a Q&A. So I want you to be there. I want you to ask me all the questions. What I'll do is even hot seat coach and walk you guys through conversations in the DMs, things that you can create and post on Facebook. So as I said, today's call, I don't know if you heard this, Jasmine, but I was like, today's call is going to be short, sweet, very quick, because I know it's been a lot today. And so I didn't want to like go too much into depth. So this is call number 5. There's 6 calls. Yeah. So call number 6 is going to be next week, and it'll be our last call. I'll miss you. But all right, sweet. Any questions? No? Kim, how we doing? Good? Sweet. All right, beautiful people. Well, I hope you have an amazing Tuesday evening, and I will talk to you guys next week. Bye.